I'm Richard Jack Smith of Real Talk Movie Reviews. Today I'm going to be reviewing the music for the game Resident Evil Village. The main composer, Shusaku Ukiyama, worked with several others on this title. I made quite a few notes while listening to this and I would like to share those with you now. Beginning with Ripples in the Calm, which elicits industrial and ambient tones with vaguely Middle Eastern ambitions. By contrast, Village of Shadows was more fantastical sounding, with a chorus, well-wrought percussion and strings, as well as a cool, action-driven send-off. Moving on, A Bad Feeling plumps muted distortions upon the eardrums. Evidently, the sonic battle between music and sound design is getting well underway already. At 1 minute and 19 seconds into A Bad Feeling, there's a stinger and some dissonance, yet it's far from the imaginative ideas created by John Carliano for his score Altered States. Ultimately, what we have here is a mixed overture as elements of wildly different quality vie for supremacy. Also, Crisis was a little more creative, a synthetic helicopter rotor lying above and occasionally below anxious strings, but the hum hasn't left the drum quite yet. Voices return during The Hag, but droning assumes primary importance. For the Duke, a key character in the game, do we hear something quirky or mischievous? It's ghostly like a toy box, and there are simple hits and singing, not bad. What I'm finding so far with this is that the experimentations lack the portent, surprise and urgency of the finest horror music. Yet Bloodthirsty plays it more spirited, the chords building in a distinctive chase and dread stomp. It's very, very good. Trilling high notes unnerve the senses. This was probably the best track so far. And the replayability is very high. Wandering the Dark evokes husky rasp with reverberating acoustics and gradually deafening filler. Even the rhythmic part at 1 minute and 50 seconds has a short life expectancy. Overall, quite unimpressive. Meanwhile, Out of Control comes across as dreadful because it revels in the loudest and most obnoxious terror cliches. And then A Moment's Respite 2 takes an uneasy pause before the stormy cloud resumes. Will Monstrosity be as epic as Village of Shadows and Bloodthirsty? Not at first. In fact, not at all. Another misfire, just dull and repetitive. With track 15, which I have trouble pronouncing, it falls apart rapidly. Dunderheaded pounding, laughing, and fake scare tactics rob us in broad daylight. Also, lazy, mean and floundering, treading water dumbs it down even further. Can Acid Rain bring it back? Perhaps not. It's simply annoying. And it's almost as if the composers are saying, let's be as pretentious as possible and hope no one notices. Well, I noticed. Forget craftsmanship. The final movement was electronic dance music for zombies. Had the inventiveness behind Village of Shadows and Bloodthirsty proven more infectious, then a decent score would have resulted. Instead, it's mostly subpar. Now, Eradicating Evil sounds like it came from another score, and that's a good thing. It's great. The choirs tell a timeless story of good versus evil, and it's empowering. Between Village of Shadows, Bloodthirsty and Eradicating Evil, we have approximately 10 minutes of music worth your time. Other than that, this is incredibly underwhelming game music. I give Resident Evil Village 1 out of 5 stars. For more film and soundtrack reviews, please visit Betty Jo Tucker's website, Real Talk Movie Reviews. On Facebook you can find my pages, Hip-Notic Movie Reviews, and Hip-Notic Soundtrack Reviews. I am Richard Jack Smith, thank you for watching and I will see you next time.